So hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Kreatryx. Welcome to Unacademy. So in these sessions, we are going to start the communication system and you are going to study the communication system like never before. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Vishal Soni and I have cleared ESE examination 2 times, both times in double-digit rank. And I have also served as a Group A Gazetted Officer in Indian Railways and in Indian Telecommunication Services. And I have also cleared a lot of public sector examinations. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy and I really feel proud to be the part of the Unacademy team, because Unacademy is the revolution in the field of free education and in the field of affordable education, and we as a team are really looking forward for every student to just come onto the Unacademy platform. You can attend the special classes, you can come onto this YouTube channel and you can stay connected with us so that you can understand the quality education and you can understand the efforts that we are putting in, so that every student of this country, whether he stays in a village or he stays in a town, should get the access of the content, that too in a very affordable prices, and he can also or she can also clear the examination with the best possible ranks. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy with more than 15 million watch minutes in the overall duration and 2 million watch minutes in the last 30 days. So I am right now the top educator in Unacademy across all the branches, having rank 4 right now. And you can also follow me on Unacademy on this particular link. So you can go and follow me on Unacademy. Apart from that, my advice to every student is that how should you crack the examination and what are the components to cracking the examination. So the first question that comes to the mind, that can anyone prepare from the YouTube? Yes, you can prepare from the YouTube, but you should develop or cultivate some habits in yourself. For example, you should be very much disciplined. You should arrange the extra resources. For example, the PDFs you have to arrange, the test series you have to arrange by yourself, and most importantly, that self-discipline you should be containing in yourself, so that you can be very corrective manner and you can approach the examination in the best possible manner. So all these things you have to arrange yourself. The sense of competitiveness you have to cultivate in yourself, because the audience on the YouTube are not that much of competitive in nature, or maybe you cannot feel the competition which is present right now. So all these things are the part of the journey if you want to prepare through the YouTube, or maybe if you want to prepare through the free resources. Apart from that, if you want that you should get complete content, then this is the YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel itself, all the free content are available. You just have to go to the playlist. All the subjects are completed there. You just have to go and watch all the lectures one by one. Definitely will be getting benefited. But the extra things that I have told you, that the self-discipline and the sense of competitiveness and a lot of things you have to arrange by yourself. If you are comfortable in that, then you can do that. Apart from that, you should also have Unacademy learning app, so that the special classes you can attend. A lot of educators in this country are actually providing the special classes, that too absolutely free of cost, so that you can get the quality content in the best possible manner. Apart from that, there is also another component for you, which is Unacademy Plus. So on Unacademy Plus, what is your job? You just have to study. If you join this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to worry about the crash courses, weekly test, doubt solving sessions, the language barrier, rank improvement batches, live classes. So all these things will be taken care by the Unacademy. You just have to take the Unacademy Plus subscription and you have to come on to the Unacademy. You will be daily getting the live classes. You will be getting the crash courses. When you will be getting the crash courses? When the syllabus are completed. You will be getting the weekly test in the form of quizzes. Every fourth class is the doubt solving session, which is the major you can say the component or the major impact will be creating on your studies will be this doubt solving group. Because until and unless your doubts are not being cleared, until and unless you are not able to clear your doubts, you will never get the confidence in the subject. So once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, every fourth class is doubt solving session. Apart from that, various other doubt solving sessions are going on. So ultimately you will be getting your doubts cleared and you will gain confidence in the subject. The language barrier will not be an issue, because the batches will be running both Hindi and in English, and rank improvement batches will also be there. So all these things are the component of this Plus subscription. Once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to be worried about your self-discipline, your competitiveness nature. Everything will be present on Unacademy, because a lot of other students will be there. Since the classes will be live, you can also watch it recorded later on. So the discipline automatically comes, because you get the idea that you will be having the daily live classes. Apart from that, there is also one iconic subscription. In this iconic subscription, the game changer is this personal coach. So this subscription is for them who thinks that their basics are weak, or those who are talented but they needs a continuous push. So this personal coach will be guiding you throughout your study. He will be giving you the study planners. You will be getting the study booster sessions. Once you will get the test, you will be getting the analytics. Analytics plays a major role in improving yourself. We as a teacher also get our analytics so that we can improve on the daily basis. So once you start getting the analytics, you will be also improving massively on the daily basis. Apart from that, there will also be the guidance for the mains once you clear the prelims, and there will also be the guidance for the interview once you clear the mains. So once you take the iconic subscription, all the benefits of the plus are included by default in this. And if you
Hello friends, welcome to another problem solving video of random process. So first of all, read this question. In this question it is saying that x of t is a random process whose power spectral density is mentioned for all f. So it is saying that this power spectral density of this x of t random process, which is x of f, and it is always positive for all f. So it is saying that this is always positive. This can never be either 0 nor it can be negative. And along with that, it is also mentioned that x of t is a stationary random process. So you know that stationary means its statistical parameters will be independent of time, and autocorrelation function will be the function of the time differences. Now this process is passed through a system shown below. So this stationary random process is being passed through this system. So here you will obtain it as xt, and this will become x of t minus t naught. And let me consider this t naught as 0.5 milliseconds. So this is your t naught. So this yt can be written as d by dt of xt plus x of t minus t naught. Now it is asking us to calculate the PDF of power spectral density of yt. So basically this is your random process x of t, and this is output random process y of t. And suppose this system which is mentioned here has unit impulse response h of t or the frequency response as h of f. So in that case it is asking the PDF of PSD of yt. So what you can say, its autocorrelation function will become Rx of tau, and its autocorrelation function you can write it as Ry of tau. Now if you will take its Fourier transform, so you will get the PST of xt, and when you will take its Fourier transform you will get the PST of y. So basically in this case you can get the power spectral density of xt, and in this case also you can get the power spectral density of yt. So you know that this SYF will become mod of HF square into SXF. So our purpose is to calculate HF. So to calculate the HF, we know that YT is equal to d by dt of xt plus x of t minus t naught. Now if I consider that the Fourier transform of xt is x of f, so the Fourier transform of dxt by dt becomes j 2 pi f x of f. Similarly, Fourier transform of xt is x of f, so the Fourier transform of x of t minus t naught becomes e to the power minus j 2 pi f t naught into xf, and d by dt of x of t minus t naught becomes j 2 pi f e power minus j 2 pi f t naught. Let me consider this as capital T naught because we have denoted it with capital T naught. Into x of f. So this yt can be written as dxt by dt plus dx of t minus t naught by dt. So if you will take the Fourier transform on both sides, So it becomes yf equal to j2 pi f xf plus j2 pi f xf into e to the power minus j 2 pi f t naught. So from here you can take this j2 pi f into x of f as common. It becomes 1 plus e to the power minus j 2 pi f t naught. So yf can be written as j2 pi f xf can be written as j2 pi f xf 1 plus e to the power minus j 2 pi f t naught. So this hf can be written as yf by xf, and it becomes j2 pi f 1 plus e power minus j 2 pi f t naught. So from here hf can be written as j2 pi f. This you can write as 1 plus cos 2 pi f t naught minus j sine 2 pi f t naught. So this hf you can write it as j2 pi f. It becomes 1 plus cos 2 pi f t naught minus j sine 2 pi f t naught. So from here this mod hf becomes 2 pi f under root of 1 plus cos 2 pi f t naught whole square plus sine 2 pi f t naught whole square. So this mod of hf square can be written as 4 pi square f square, and it becomes 1 plus cos square 2 pi f t naught plus 2 cos 2 pi f t naught plus sine square 2 pi f t naught. So you can see from here that this cos square theta plus sine square theta becomes 1. So this mod hf square can be written as mod hf square can be written as 4 pi square f square. In the bracket you can write it as 1 plus 1, so it becomes 2 plus 2 cos 2 pi f t naught, cos 2 pi f t naught. So this can be written as 8 pi square f square 1 plus cos 2 pi f t naught comes out to be mod of hf square. So the PST of output can be written as mod of hf square sx of f. So this could be written as syf equal to 8 pi square f square 1 plus cos 2 pi f t naught into x of f. Now in the problem it is asking that this syf has to be 0 for which values of frequencies. So very clearly you can see from here that if this syf has to be 0, if this has to be 0, then this can never be 0, because it is already mentioned that your x of f is always positive, so it cannot be 0. So only option remains that this whole expression must be 0 for this syf to be 0, or for the PST of the output to be 0. So for PST of the output to be 0, since it is always greater than 0, or you can say that sx of f is not equal to 0. So for syf to be 0, mod of hf square should be 0. So it becomes 8 pi square f square 1 plus cos 2 pi f t naught. This should be equal to 0. So if this should be equal to 0, so first expression you can say that this f should be equal to 0, or 1 plus cos 2 pi f t naught should be equal to 0. So from here you can see that this cos 2 pi f t naught should be equal to minus 1, and it will be equal to minus 1 only if this angle 2 pi f t naught is odd multiples of pi. So from here you can say the frequencies will become 2n plus 1 pi upon 2 pi t naught, or this frequency becomes 2n plus 1 by 2 into f naught. So what will be the f naught? T naught in the problem you have already considered as T naught you already considered as 0.5 milliseconds. So it becomes your 0.5 milliseconds. So this f naught becomes 1 by t naught, or you can write it as 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3, or f naught becomes your 2 kilohertz. So if I will put 2 kilohertz here, so it will become 2n plus 1 upon 2 into 2 kilohertz, or you can write it as 2n plus 1 kilohertz. So your SYF will be 0. So your SYF will be 0 for f equal to 0 and f equal to 2n plus 1 kilohertz. Now let's see the answer with what is the mentioned in the options. So in the options, last option is correct, in which it is saying that this will be 0 for f equal to 2n plus 1 f naught, where f naught is 1 kilohertz. So this is the correct option. Though in the option it should also mention that f equal to 0 is also one possible frequency at which it can become 0, but f equal to 0 it is discarding, or it is not mentioning in the option. So most appropriate answer in this case should be option D. Now let's move on to the next problem. So let us read the problem. In this problem also it is saying that xt is stationary random process and autocorrelation function of x of t is given. So x of t is autocorrelation function. It has mentioned as rx tau, and it is coming out to be e to the power minus pi tau square. Now this process is passed through the system shown below, the power spectral density of the output process. So basically here you can say that this x of t is being passed through a system whose unit impulse response is hf. This is your output yf. So if I have to write down the output of yf, a PSD of yf, so I can write it as mod of hf square sx of f. So this should be the PSD of the output. How to calculate the hf? Hf in this case will become yf upon xf. So first of all, let us find out the relation between yt and xt. Now this hf is mentioned as j2 pi f. So what I will do, I will convert all these expressions in frequency domain. So I can write this as x of f, I can write this as y of f. So in this case, if you look, your y of f will become x of f into, so yf becomes x of f into j 2 pi f minus x of f. So from here you can see that the output of this block will become x of f into j 2 pi f, and output of this block will become x of f. So from here you can write y of f equal to x of f into j 2 pi of minus 1. So this yf becomes equal to x of f into minus 1 plus j 2 pi f. So this hf, which will be equal to yf by x of f can be written as minus 1 plus j 2 pi f. So this mod of hf becomes under root of 1 plus 4 pi square f square, and this mod of hf square becomes 1 plus 4 pi square f square. Now the PST of the output becomes mod of hf square x of f. So this can be written as 1 plus 4 pi square f square sx of f. Now you can see that the autocorrelation function of xt is mentioned as e to the power minus pi tau square. So we know that if we can take the Fourier transform of autocorrelation function, so we will get power spectral density. So if you remember that this pulses, which is mentioned here, e to the power minus pi tau square, is a Gaussian pulse. This is your Gaussian pulse. So the Fourier transform of the Gaussian pulse becomes the Gaussian pulse but in frequency domain. So this Sx of f remains e to the power minus pi f square. So it becomes 1 plus 4 pi square f square e to the power minus pi f square. Now let us see which is the most appropriate answer. So these two options are wrong because of this term, and out of these two, A option is correct because the autocorrelation function's power spectral density will be e to the power minus pi f square. Now let's move on to the next problem. So this is the next problem. In this problem, first of all, read the question. It is saying that the power spectral density of a real process x of t for positive frequencies is shown below. So we already know that PSTs are even functions. All the PSTs are even functions, so their spectrum must be symmetric with respect to vertical axis. So if it has to be symmetric with respect to vertical axis, so we can draw the remaining spectrum. So first of all, we will draw the remaining spectrum, then we will move forward. So the PST is given something like this: omega Sx of omega this omega is already mentioned into 10 to the power 3 units, and it also has one impulse, so its mirror image will also have impulse. Now let us see the values which is mentioned here. Values are 9, 10, 11. So this value, which is the peak value, is 6. It is 9, 10, 11. It becomes minus 10, minus 11, minus 9. This is mentioned as 400 into del of omega minus 10 to the power 4. This is also 400 into del of omega minus 10 to the power 4. So you can see that this 10 to the power 3 is adjusted here. So if overall its frequency in radian per second will be asked, so we will say that it is 11 into 10 to the power 3 radians per second. It is 10 into 10 to the power 3 radians per second. It is 9 into 10 to the power 3 radians per second. So this impulse has area of 400 and it is present at omega equal to 10 to the power 4. So it is the representation. So it is representing its impulse definition, the definition of the impulse. For example, if it is written like this, omega minus 10 to the power 4, then you can easily draw it that there will be an impulse at 10 to the power 4 radians per second in omega domain and whose area will be 400. So sometimes you can also represent it like this. Now what is asking in the problem? In this problem it is asking the mean square value and mod of ext. So this is your 0. Now we know that if we have to calculate expectation of xt. So for expectation of xt, we know that how can we calculate the mu x square. So to calculate the mu x square or expectation of xt's whole square, we calculate area from 0 minus to 0 plus sx of omega d omega, and ultimately we divide it by 2 pi. So you can see from here that from 0 minus to 0 plus there is no impulse present. It means this area is going to be 0. So from here you can see that this expectation of xt's whole square is coming out to be 0, and it is representing that the expectation of xt has to be 0, and you can also write it as mod of expectation of xt will also become 0. How to calculate the expectation of x square t? We know that to calculate the expectation of x square t, we can calculate 1 upon 2 pi minus infinite to infinite sx of omega d omega. So we have to calculate the complete area. Now this mean square value can also be calculated as, if we calculate 1 upon 2 pi, we multiply it by 2 and we calculate this integration from 0 to infinity, because we know that our PST is always an even function. So since this PST which is mentioned here, it is an even function. If it is an even function, then instead of calculating the area from minus infinite to infinite, you can calculate area from 0 to infinity and you can multiply it by 2. So it becomes 1 upon pi 0 to infinity sx of omega d omega. So you have to calculate the area from 0 to infinity. So it is very easy to calculate this area. It is composed of two areas. One is impulse and another one is triangle. So if you take about this impulse, it has area of 400 unit squares, and triangle, this triangle has area of 1 by 2 into this width will be 2 into 10 to the power 3. So it becomes half 2 into 10 to the power 3, and height is given as 6. We will multiply it by 6. So it becomes your 6000. So the area from 0 to infinity becomes 1 by pi. It becomes area of impulse plus area of triangle. So area of impulse is already given, it is 400, and area of triangle becomes 6000. So it comes out to be 6400 upon pi, which is expectation of x square t. So let us see the option, which option is matching. So expectation of x square t is coming out to be 6400 pi and mean is coming out to be 0. So B is the most appropriate answer for this question. Let's move on to the next problem. So in this problem, this x of t be a wide sense stationary random process with power spectral density xt. So x of t is a wide sense stationary random process, and suppose it has autocorrelation function as Rx of tau, and its Fourier transform we are getting as Sx of f. Now yt is another random process. Now it is defining yt as x of 2t minus 1, and it is interested in the power spectral density of xt. So we know that for power spectral density, first of all we need to find out the autocorrelation function, which will be Ry of tau. Then we will take its Fourier transform. It will become Sy of f, and this yt is power spectral density will be this Syf. So what we will do, we will calculate this yt equal to x of 2t minus 1's autocorrelation function. So the autocorrelation function will become expectation of yt into y of t plus tau, and it will become autocorrelation function. So it will become expectation of x of 2t minus 1 into x of 2t plus 2 tau minus 1. So this can be written as the difference of these two. So you can write it as Rxx of, if you will take the difference, so this 2t minus 1 and 2t minus 1 gets cancelled out, and it becomes Rxx of 2 tau. So you know that if Rxx of tau has the Fourier transform as Sx of f, so Rxx of 2 tau will have Fourier transform as 1 by 2 Sx of f by 2. So this Rxx of 2y becomes Ry of tau. So obviously this will become Sy of f. So very clearly you can see from here that the correct option should be this C option. So this will be the correct answer in this case. Let's move on to the next problem. This is the next question. So in this question, the power spectral density of a real random process is given. So first of all, let me make the power spectral density. So this is the power spectral density which is existing from minus W to plus W, and this width is also W. So it is already in the hertz. All these W's are given. This is 0. So this is the power spectral density. In the problem, it is asking us to calculate pi of xt x of t minus 1 by 4 W. So this can be written as pi of expectation of xt into x of t minus 1 by 4 W. And if the power spectral density of a stationary random process is mentioned, so you can take this expectation of xt and x of t minus 1 by 4 as Rxx of 1 by 4 W. So this can be written as autocorrelation at 1 by 4 W. So basically we have to calculate the autocorrelation. So we know that if we take the inverse Fourier transform of this power spectral density, then we can obtain the autocorrelation function. So let us try to find out the inverse Fourier transform of this function. So it is existing from minus W to plus W. It becomes 1 by W. And this function becomes your Sx of f. So I can multiply it by 2 pi and I can convert it in omega. So it becomes minus 2 pi W into 2 pi W. It becomes omega, and this becomes x of omega upon 1 by W. So its Fourier transform is very easy to calculate because it will be in the form of sine 80 by pi t. So I can write it as sine 2 pi W, because this overall term will act as a, this will be minus a. So it becomes sine 80 by pi t. Now if I only write sine 80 by pi t, in that case its amplitude will be 1. But if it is 1 by W, so I also should adjust 1 by W here. So it will be its inverse Fourier transform, and we know that the inverse Fourier transform of power spectral density always results in autocorrelation function. So finally the autocorrelation function that we obtained in this case was sine 2 pi Wt upon pi Wt. So Rx of tau becomes sine 2 pi W tau. So here it should be tau because it is the function of tau. So finally we will replace t with tau. Here also we will replace our t with tau. So it becomes sine 2 pi W tau, sine 2 pi W tau upon pi W tau. Now we can put, we have to calculate autocorrelation function at, let me see, 1 by 4 W. So first of all I will put 1 by 4 W instead of tau. So it becomes sine 2 pi W into 1 by 4 W upon pi W into 1 by 4 W. it becomes sine WW gets cancelled out and it becomes sine pi by 2 upon WW gets cancelled out, it becomes pi by 4. So you can write it as 4 by pi into 1. Now in the problem it was asking us to calculate expectation of pi into xt into x of t minus 1 by 4w. So this is xt into x of t minus 1 by 4w. So you can write it as pi rx of 1 by 4w, and you can call it as pi into 4 by pi, and this final answer comes out to be 4. So this should be your final answer for this question. Now let's move on to the next problem. So it is the next problem. In this problem it is saying that x of t is a wide sense stationary random process with the power spectral density x of f as shown in the figure. So in the problem, this s x of f, it is given as e to the power minus mod f, okay, where f is in hertz. Okay, this xt is input to an ideal low pass filter with the frequency response. So filter is also given like this. This is an ideal filter from minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2. This is your f. This is h of f. Pass band gain is 1 between minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. Now the output of the low pass filter is yt. Okay, now some statements are given about yt. So first statement is saying that the mean of xt is same as mean of yt. The mean square value of input is same as mean square value of output, and the output's mean square value is 2. So let us try to calculate each of them. So this is your low pass filter. This is input random process x of t. This is outputs random process y of t. This signal has PST, which is shown in the figure as e to the power minus pi mod f. This is your low pass filter, and if I consider its PST SYF, so this SYF will become mod of HF square Sx of f. So if I'll draw the graph of mod of HF square, so it is not going to change because the passband gain is 1. So even if you square it after taking the mod, it is not going to change. So you can also write it as Sx of f between minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2, because when you will multiply your Sx of f, Sx of f is existing from minus infinity to infinity, which you can see from here. So it is existing from minus infinity to infinity. So whenever you will multiply it with low pass filter minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2, and this is mod of HF square versus f. So whenever you will multiply these two, so your x of Sx of f will remain between minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. So only this section of this graph will be retained. Now, so what we can write, we can say that this Sx of f will be e to the power minus mod f, where f is existing from minus infinity to infinity, and Syf is also e to the power minus mod f, but in this case f is existing from minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. Now it is asking about the mean. So let us calculate about the mean. How to calculate the mean of the random process? We know that we can calculate expectation of xt equal to mu x, and this mu x square becomes 0 minus 2 0 plus So in this graph, if you will see, the area from 0 minus to 0 plus will be 0 because there is no impulse present. So this you can write it as 0. Similarly, if you will talk about expectation of yt, and if I denote it with mu y, so this mu y square becomes 0 minus to 0 plus sy of f df. So again here you can see, in case of syf also, the graph of the syf will be between minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So it will be between from minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. So from here also you can see there is no impulse present between 0 minus to 0 plus, so it will also be 0. So from here you can say that this expectation of xt will be expectation of yt, and it should be 0. Apart from that, alternatively you can also prove it like this, that this is your random process x of t, and this is the filter ht, this is your output yt. So the filter has frequency response which is h of f between minus half to half, and this value remains 1, this is becomes 0. So we know that expectation of yt becomes equal to h of 0 expectation of xt. Whenever any random process or any WSSRP is passed through an LTI system, then the output you can write it like this. So this expectation of yt becomes mean of the output. H of 0 you can calculate from here, that h of f at f equal to 0 represents h of 0, and it comes out to be 1. So from here you can say that this expectation of yt becomes equal to expectation of xt, or mu y equal to mu x. So the first option which is given here, that expectation of xt is equal to expectation of yt, is completely true. Now let us calculate this expectation of x square t. So we know that expectation of x square t can be calculated by calculating the area of this graph x of f from minus infinite to infinite. Since power spectral densities are always an even functions, so this Sx of minus f becomes Sx of f. So it will become 2 times of 0 to infinity Sx of f df. So this can be written as 0 to infinity e to the power minus mod f df, as long as f is varying between 0 to infinity. So this mod f can be written as f, so it becomes e to the power minus f df. So this can be written as e to the power minus f upon minus 1, and it becomes from 0 to infinity. So this minus 2 becomes e to the power minus infinity minus 1. So e to the power minus infinity becomes 0, this becomes minus 1, whole answer comes out to be 2. So this expectation of x square t comes out to be 2. Now very clearly you can see that if this is the graph of Sx of f versus f, and you have calculated minus infinite to infinite Sx of f df, it is coming out to be 2, which is your expectation of x square t. Now what is your syf? So your syf is existing only from minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2 versus f. So very clearly you can see that this minus infinity to infinity syf df will not be 2, rather it will be always less than 2, because in case of x of s you are considering the area from minus infinity to infinity. In case of syf you are considering the area from minus 1 by 2 to plus 1 by 2. So when you will calculate the expectation of y square t, so the expectation of y square t will always be less than 2. So you need not to calculate the exact value, because relation is asked in the question. So from here you can say that this expectation of x square t will always be greater than expectation of y square t. So these two relations that we obtained, the first relation comes out to be expectation of xt coming out to be expectation of yt, second expression coming out to be that expectation of x square t is 2, and third, this expectation of y square t is less than expectation of x square t, which is 2. So let us see which option is the most appropriate answer. So first is true, second one is false, because you know that expectation of x square t in this case will be greater than expectation square of y square t, and expectation of y square t is not 2, rather it is less than 2. So expectation of y square t will be less than 2. So this second is also wrong, third is also wrong, so you can say only first option is true. So this is the questions. In the next lecture we will solve few more questions of the random process. Thank you.
So hopefully we have understood every concept in this class. If you have any doubt in any concept, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll try to resolve that thing. Apart from that, you can also follow me on various social media platforms. For example, you can join this Telegram group where you will be getting important notification, important updates. This is Telegram group where you can also comment, you can ask your queries, or maybe you can also suggest me for the improvement. Apart from that, this is my Unacademy profile. On this Unacademy profile, you should also follow me so that you can get the important updates of the Unacademy also, right? And this is the Notion page. You just have to type this tiny.cc/Vishalgate. So you will be redirected to a page where all the special classes are arranged very systematically. तो मैंने बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स पे स्पेशल क्लास ले रखी है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नाइक्विस्ट, फूरियर सीरीज, latches and flip-flop, double integrations, okay, lot of things are there. So you will be getting all these concepts absolutely free of cost. You just have to type this in your URL, you will be redirected to that page and attend these lectures one by one. You will be getting a next level confidence in these topics that I can guarantee you. Now this is the Notion page of your YouTube, on which you will be getting the links of the YouTube. Apart from that, you will be also getting the PDFs of that particular lecture. So this is very important for you, and just you have to type http://bit.ly/gatelive. So gatelive, you just have to type it in the capital so that you can access all the lectures link and PDF arranged systematically. So if you want to attend or you want to clear the examination with the free resource, then this is the channel for you. This is the best recorded videos which has been ever made. You just have to go to that lecture, just click the link and download the PDF and start studying systematically. So we have also done this for you so that any student, whether he is sitting any part of this country, should not face the difficulty in cracking the examination, whether he can afford or he cannot. Now if you can afford, then the subscription prices are not something which you cannot pay. It is very nominal amount which you can pay, and you can just avoid all the distractions, all the time wastage which we will be doing in downloading those PDFs, arranging them, arranging for the test series, and a lot of other things that you have to arrange, doubt solvings you have to arrange by yourself. If you want to avoid all those distractions in a very nominal amount, so you can go for the Unacademy Plus subscription. For 12-month subscription, you have to pay only 74 rupees per day. Apart from that, for 18-month subscription, which is the best possible subscription, you have to pay 63 rupees per day. It is even lesser than the pizzas that you order on your home. So it is that much of amount that can shape your career, that can give you the best possible rank in the examinations under the guidance of the best teachers of the country, which has been right now placed on the Unacademy. Now 24-month subscription will cost you 54 rupees per day. So these subscription amounts will give you the subscription for the desired period. Apart from that, if you are using this code, you just have to remember this code, write my name, write GATE after it. You can also write ESE after it. So you have to write my name and write ESE after it. So any one of these code, once you apply, you will be immediately getting the 10% discount. You will be getting all the features of the Unacademy. You will be getting the guidance of all the teachers present on Unacademy, and everything you will be getting that is needed to crack the examination once you are using this code. So if you think we are working hard, we are giving our best content, we are giving the free content absolutely for you guys, and everything that is needed for every student to crack the examination. So never forget to use this code whenever you are taking the subscription. So this code is very important and you have to use every time you are taking the subscription. Now those who are interested for the prices, total price amount, so let me tell you, Total price is 27,225 for 12 months, 34,650 for 18, and for 24 months it is 39,600. You can also pay this by using zero cost EMI. Zero cost EMI can be paid by credit card and debit card. In debit cards, there are only Bajaj and HDFC as of now available. Okay, so this zero cost EMI means you do not have to pay anything extra. Any interest is not, you should not pay, and you have to pay this much of amount on the daily basis if you are looking for the zero cost EMI option. Apart from that, if you are coming for Iconic subscription, so Iconic mein, I have already told you that your personal coach will be the game changer. He will be he will be basically following you to give you the guidance so that you can get the success in a very short span of time. So he will be following you, he will be pushing you every time. Now, once you use this coupon code, this will be costing you around 45,225, and if you are using this coupon code, write my name, date after it, you will be getting the 24-month subscription of Iconic in 66,600 rupees. Fine. Apart from that, every one of you should follow this GATE aspirant group, and there also some important notification always comes. Now, what are the YouTube channels that you should immediately subscribe? This Kreatryx, this is the channel on which you are present. This is Unacademy GATE questions, where previous year questions has been solved by the educators. So you'll be getting all the previous year questions video solution apart from the PDF also. This is the Electrical Junction channel, where you will be getting the important concepts of ECE and electrical. And this is Engineering Pathshala, where you will be getting some practical aspect of the videos, some animated videos that will enhance your ability to think. So these are the channels which you should immediately subscribe so that you can get a better content. Fine. Now these are my some YouTube videos which I have created for you. In all of these videos will give you some motivation, guidance, content, and some strategy. So these are hand-picked videos. You can immediately follow these videos. Okay. So thank you so much. And those who are coming on this channel, immediately share all the content which is present on this channel. We are working very hard for you guys. So this is your responsibility that you should share this channel. You should subscribe this channel. Also share the link of this channel, link of the videos, link of the educator whom you follow, so that every student who is needy, they can come onto this channel and they can get the best possible rank. So all the best everyone. Let's crack it.